Imagine stepping onto a grand stage, only to find yourself facing a rising star who leaves you in awe. This was the experience of Mattia Bellucci when he first encountered a young Carlos Alcaraz, a moment that would shape his perspective on the sport. In January 2020, Mattia Bellucci, then just 18 years old and currently ranked number 65 in the PIF ATP rankings, was gearing up for his first-round match at an ITF World Tennis Tour event in Manacor, Spain. Just before the match, he received a text from a friend that would change his outlook on his opponent. A friend texted me and said, "This guy is going to be very, very good," Bellucci shared with ATPTour.com. At that time, he was unfamiliar with Alcaraz, who was only 16 and 2 years his junior. Bellucci admitted, "I didn't know this guy because I hadn't played much in juniors, so I didn't recognize his name." Fast forward to today, and Bellucci certainly knows who Alcaraz is. Their match at the Rafa Nadal Academy, presented by Movistar, was a pivotal moment for Bellucci, who would soon discover that Alcaraz was destined for greatness. "I walked on court and played the first 3 games, and I thought, maybe I'm not going to win, but I can be competitive in this match," he recalled. However, the reality was starkly different, as he lost the match 2-1. "It was a very tough match, and I wasn't expecting that. But now I know him better." Bellucci vividly remembers Alcaraz's incredible skill, particularly his early ball returns that left him little room to maneuver. "He was returning like crazy. I remember he took the ball very early, and I didn't have time to do much. But I also remember that I had fun during that match. It was a surprise, obviously, but it wasn't just a case of me playing poorly. I felt like I was playing normally, but I was also curious to see how good he really was." Given what everyone was saying about him. Now, as Bellucci prepares to face Alcaraz again on Wednesday night at the US Open, the stakes are much higher. This time, he will step onto the iconic Arthur Ashe Stadium, which can hold over 23,000 spectators, a far cry from the mere 20 or 30 fans who witnessed their first encounter. "I feel that these are the matches that everyone wants to play, definitely," Bellucci expressed after securing his 4th Grand Slam match win against Shang Cheng in the opening round. Reflecting on his first experience at Arthur Ashe, he recalled, "I remember walking on that court for the first time during qualifying, and it was one of the most emotional moments for me. I remember crying just looking at it because it is so massive. It was surreal, and I told my coach, maybe one day we will be here. That same coach is with me now. So playing on that court will be a dream come true. I know I need to enjoy it, but I also have to remember that my last big stage experience at Wimbledon against Cameron Norrie didn't go well due to the pressure." Outside of the intense world of tennis, Bellucci finds solace in various interests that help him unwind. He has a deep appreciation for Japanese culture, which is reflected in some of his tattoos. And he enjoys watching films, particularly those centered around the Vietnam War. Currently, he is in New York, a city that perfectly aligns with another of his passions, vintage clothing shopping. "New York is a fantastic place for vintage shopping," he noted. "Finding vintage items in Italy can be quite challenging, so I often shop online. New York, along with Tokyo, is one of the best places for it. Some of my fellow players are also into vintage, and we share tips. Rei Sakamoto, the Japanese player, is one of them. He really enjoys it too." As Bellucci gears up for his highly anticipated match against Alcaraz, he is determined to deliver a standout performance. This year has been a roller coaster for him, marked by significant highs, such as reaching the semi-finals of an ATP 500 event in Rotterdam, where he triumphed over top players like Daniil Medvedev and Stefanos Tsitsipas. However, it has also included a challenging stretch where he lost 9 consecutive matches from April to June. "That was definitely tough," Bellucci admitted, but he has gained valuable insights during his first season as a top 100 player. "I really feel that my team is supporting me well, and I genuinely enjoy being around them. They are great people, and I love spending time with them. I've also learned that I need to communicate my needs clearly, because otherwise they can't know what I require. One of the biggest lessons I've taken away is that I tend to rush things, but I need to allow some time for results to manifest. I believe I'm working in the right way, and I hope that will lead to positive outcomes. So, as Bellucci prepares to face Alcaraz once more, the question remains, will he rise to the occasion and showcase his growth as a player? Or will the pressure of the moment prove too much? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.